Did you ever wanted to know how to get into top 1000, top 100, or even top 10 in Mario Kart Tour? In this video, I will show you everything you need to know for you to get it. And also, I will share my own self how to I get into top 100 into the holiday tours. Let's start this video. First of all, let's introduce myself. I am Draco655. I am a passionate player for all the series of Mario Kart in general. The game I have played the most is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I have been speedrunning this game for around 2-3 years. I don't speedrun the game anymore, but into my career of speedrunning, I have old in until like 40 walker at once. Even some record got 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I have speedrun a lot. I enjoy all the Mario Kart Tour series, and now I am into a content creator on Mario Kart Tour. Now we need to clarify what ACR means. It's pretty much a term where we use into the Mario Kart Tour community to all cup ranking. So this is the cumulative of every single race we have each tour. For right now, we have 45 tracks, is 15 cup in the game, each tour we need to play. And the score of every single of them will give you a totals for your all cup ranking, and this is placed into a leaderboard. So you can get a top 10 badges, top 100 badges, or even a top 1000 badges. The last point I need to introduce to you all is the Mushroom Legacy. So this is a concept why I decided to do for my own YouTube channel. This consists of only using Peach, Daisy, or Rosalina, and I have included exclusive some Miis, which is our non-playable characters. So, as a non-playable character, let's say like Mario Misu is not allowed.
Oh no!
But a color who like a question block or Santa Misu are allowed to play. So for me to try to do a top, even like to get a top 1000 or top 100 badges, if I use Mushroom Legacy, which is very restrictive as the number of drivers you can use, because in right now in the game we have what, over 200 drivers, but for my concept we can only use like less than 50 drivers if I include all the Miis and just every single character, all for the princess. So this is what it make this video even more hype about, or even like more fun, because I play something very different which not a lot of people can do. So that's what Mushroom Legacy is all about. First of all, we have watching the trailer, which is the most important step into the preparation for this. The reason is you have to pay attention to every single new item they could be, because those new items will mostly have the most usage into the specific tour you're going on. After that, this is the tracks. So you need to analyze and check out your own coverage with the tracks we see. An example will be Chip Chip Island. If you check your own inventory, you can see every single drivers, kart or gliders using for those specific tracks, and you can see in advance already if you need to level up some potential items moving forward into the new tours you're gonna go for your 10. So this is why I said this is the most important step, and even going to say you want to attempt or not, you have to very pay attention to these trailers they go release, because this is what your 2 weeks will be, and you need to have fun in the tracks you want to attempt. So watch carefully trailers if you want to go for your attempt. Up next, we have not wasting your tickets and managing your own inventory for your tickets before your attempt. So very important also, because if you're going to, let's say you watch the trailers and you really want to go for top 1000, top 100, but even more a top 100 or top 10, you need to manage your items. So every single quick tickets, every single high-end ticket, every single tickets in the game you need to try to manage in order to not waste them. So if you're really serious about those attempts, just do not waste them, and like just save. The strategy here is to save most tickets as you can, because when you're gonna go for your top 1000 or top 10, you need to go all in on the tour. So if you have the most tickets usage you can use, you go mostly more succeed in your attempts into a top 1000. So if you're going for, let's say like you want to invest into rank for week 2 and you want to go for a top 10 next tour, just maybe not invest into this specific tour you are before, rather like keep your older resource for the upcoming tour and then doing your attempts and gonna have a more success. So this is very important preparation. Make sure to really do not waste any tickets. Put your account into all modes. Just enjoy and just relax a little bit. Then when you're gonna go for your full attempts, you're gonna be prepared. You're gonna have all the tickets you need for this. So not wasting any tickets. This is very important. Also, it's very important you need to buy every single ticket you see. So every tier shops, everything you can see and you can grab on, make sure to getting those tickets and buy them, because that will be very helpful for the upcoming tour. Number 3 into the preparation, which is also very important, is making a list. So what I mean by making a list is you can use a Google Sheet and then you can enter your own tickets. So let's say you have 10 high-end tickets. You just write everything you have. High-end, supers, you can enter your own coins, your rubies before the start the new tour will start. So when you're gonna have this the new tour, you're just gonna need to calculate every single of ruby coins high-end you want to purchase or to get. So that's why this list would be very important, because that will keep track of what you're gonna have before the tour and what also you're gonna have into the tour. So into that way you can see everything you can upgrade, and that's going to be an easier way for you to keep track on your own inventory and your own resource into your grind for a top 1000, top 100, or even top 10. So making a list is very important. Make sure to do one. I did one, and here we go. Next we have updating the trackers. So if you're the person who update with the sheets, trackers, with your own inventory, make sure you're updated, which means before you starting the next tour, all inventory will be into your sheet. So I know some people using burning gerbs, the anti-life sheet, and other type of toolbox. So make sure everything is updated before you attempting your top 1000, top 100, or even top 10 run. I know a lot of people will use, but some people will not use those. So if you're a person who are not using any type of tracker, that's okay. But this is also a good way to prepare for your own inventory to have your first badges. So if you're not a person of that, there's also into the Discord many ways you can to have those type of trackers to your inventory. So if it's something you're looking for, you can keep track of your inventory, and that will help your Mario Kart tours into a success. So, final step for the preparation is making your own choice if you're going for top 100 or top 10. So this is the step where once you open the game into the new tours, and you see also the first prediction of Rashid, which is very helpful. You can see if you're want to go for top 1000 or you're not going for it. So this is the step where are you going or you're not going. If you're not going for it and you see the buff is not good for for this tour, you can just hold your tickets and keep accumulating them for the upcoming tour, and then you're gonna see again if you're going for it or not. So this is a very important step to if you're going for it seriously into your attempts or you're not. Now we're into chapter 2, which is before the grind. So into this chapter you will all learn what you need to do for your first couple days before starting any attempts for top 10, top 100, or even top 1000. At first, in chapter 2, we have unlocking all the cup. Which I mean by that is on the first day when you open the tours, you need to use 8 quick tickets, and that will be like a very good purpose into this one because you will have access to every single 15 cups in order to you can fill out your DKR sheet if you're using one, and you can see every single loadouts. You can already enter it into your first day. So this is very and also like most of the important step because you will actually see a full potential of what buff or what tracks you will need to work on in order to have the best loadout as possible. Up next we have collecting the tour gift. So into these steps you need to do every single race in order to get all your 5 stars. But also what you can do is if you have 300 or so star ticket, you can use every single of them into the tour to get all your tour gift unlocked. So in that, so you will have access to every single coins, rubies, tour gift, pipes, tickets. So this is pretty much where you collect all your tickets, and with that you can actually use them to later to upgrade your loadout. So this is on the first day what you have to do for collecting them. Of course, if you're a gold pass player, you will receive more gold pipes and other items, which is even more high in tickets. So it would depend if you're gold pass or not, but either way, you have to collect all your tour gift in the first day. Up next, we have the multiplayer pipe, and this is one of a very fun one because into multiplayer pipe you can have access to 30 random items, which can be high-end cap tickets, quick tickets, coins, a bunch of random items where you can be useful for your attempts into top 10. So make sure to grab them. Also, you can do it in 2 ways. Either you're going for race, which you're gonna get more to fill up your pipes very quickly than battles, but you can do either battles or race to do so. Like I said, you need to collect 30 of them, so normally it can take roughly 2 to 3 hours depending on how much fast you are. Of course, if you're a gold pass player, this step will be a little bit faster, around like I said 2 hours. But if you're not a gold pass player, it would take a little bit more long time to do so. But this is a very important step because all the tickets matter at this point. So if you can grab 1 extra tickets from the multiplayer pipes or a couple of rubies to make a last minute purchases or new items you need, this is definitely a step you have to do in for a couple of first day. Now we are into the premium challenge. So this is a place where it's not for everyone. Some player will like to buy the premium challenge and some others just not buy them. So this is a step where I include into this one in case of to have like everyone include if they want to purchase or not. But this is a way where you can have extra more tickets. So we have 3 premium challenge. The first one is the premium challenge, which one include 1 gold pipes and 1 high-end tickets. It can be dependent of the tour you're going on. Into the premium challenge plus, you have 2 gold pipes and a set of a kart, gliders, and drivers. This is always the same. And for the premium challenge plus plus, you have 2 high-end drivers, 2 high-end karts, 2 high-end gliders, 2 cap drivers, 2 cap gliders, and 2 cap drivers, and your 2 gold pipes. So this is for the people can afford it if they want to, but this is a very also helping way if you want to get the top 10, top 100, or even top 1000. Those tickets at the end will matter in a way of to your stash. So the more tickets you have, the better chance you will have you can succeed into your loadout and have the best loadout as possible. But sometimes 1 ticket will change everything. So this is one way to get it, but like I said, it's not for everyone. And at this point, it would be your choice if you want to purchase or not. But this is a way where it's an important step into the first couple of days where you can have access to Yeah, step number 5 into the chapter 2, it's grind your token. So this one will take the most time to do because it take a while. So there's two ways you can do it. First, we have by coin box. So depending on the tour you are, it's rather coin box or you're gonna be by crashing the opponent. So if you're going by coin box, let's say the story is you need to collect on the roads, and then you can collect by coin box, which is the most fastest way. So you need to choose a track where it will, let's say like DK Pasty, that's a good example. That track is very long. You can have multiple boxes. It's a very phenomenal spot to collect a lot of tokens. So this is gonna take a lot and a long time to grind. That could take like 1 or 2 grind. Mostly it would take like more than 8, 10, let's say 12 hours to do so. It's a very long grind. The reason we do it is if it's needed for, let's say like for coin box, every time you use a coin box, there's gonna be like coins or tokens will spread out into the box. And if you want to have the maximal potential for your score and into your attempts, and you don't want to do the tracks again, you need to get rid of the tokens. And one way to get rid of the tokens is to grind your shop until there's no more tokens you can get into the tour. So this is why we do it very early, because after that you're gonna get access to more red coins and your coin box track would be very much more fun to do. Also, we have when it's the crashing the opponents, there's 2 ways you can do it. Rather, you can use the auto modes if you want to do like, let's say like you want to do something else and you just want to press auto modes, you can do that. Or you can use Lucky 7 or Giant Banana. Most likely Giant Banana will be much easier to do. You will collect probably like 30 to 50 tokens each time you have some Giant Banana Frenzy. But this is a little bit more long to do, but with auto modes, it's a little bit more easier to do so. And it would probably take a little bit more time than the coin box. So really depend on the tour you're going on. Make sure to check out which one of it's available for you when you're going to do your attempts. But grinding your token is, you have to do it in the couple of first days, because if you're doing way too late, there's some, like we mentioned earlier, the resource you need. So extra tickets, anything you will take or have into those 34 polls at up this point of this video will matter and will change. So like into an example for me, I just needed 1 cap tickets, and just this 1 cap tickets I got from the token shop just saved me like a triple cap. So everything matters and you have to clear out those tokens. Last step we have into chapter 2 is this number 6, spotlight items / me-suit. Which I mean by that is into the spotlight shop you can rather have 2 items or 3 items depending on the tour. There will be like reduced cost. So if you need new items and you need to buy it for covering, let's say like 12, 13, 14 tracks for this specific tours, you need to buy it and leveling up. That's the same way for the me-suit. So if you collect all the me-suit, you need 1 or 2 to collect to have more base point. Make sure to buy them. Or even if it's a me-suit where you want to invest into it into the specific tour, and it would cover you a lot of track. Also, you can go into the spotlight items where the rest are. So let's say like you need like 8-bit 1-up mushroom where it is into this tour, and you need to cover a lot of tracks and you need this specific items and you don't have it. So this is one way to use your quick tickets also to get access to these items before the grind. You don't want to do it after. Always prefer to doing before it. So this is a very final steps before the grind you have to do. Make sure to purchase any items before the investment into your top 10. Welcome in chapter 3, which is the grind. It's finally the time to grind all the 45 tracks in the tour. In these chapters, I will show you and give you a lot of information about strategies and everything you need to know to do for your grind. Now we are into the which I think is the most fun about is the investment. So yes, now it's already finally time where you have to invest into your all your tickets in order to have the best loadout as you can. So I will show you and share all the investment, the big ones I made for my top 100 into the holiday tour. So first of all, I have the Aurora balloons, which it was at level 2, not even cap, and I made this glider to 8 purple cap, which is a big improvement. This glider was giving me like around like 15 to 18 tracks total, so which is very a lot. So that was a major gliders into this tour. Second investment I made into this tour was the Rampy Runner. I have it at level 6 double cap before, but into this tour I made it into 8 and quad caps. So I'm very happy about this investment. And again, it was another cards which I use so much, around again 15 to 18 times. After that, I have the Blazing Eagle, one of my favorite cards. It was a card at level 6 double cap before, and now I made it to 8 double cap. Again, I was using a couple times, not that much as the Rumby Runner, but a few times it was good. After that, one of my best driver from the tour, it was the Santa Misuit. It was a new Misuit from the holiday tour, which is what I was level 1, and I made it to level 8 and triple cap, which I needed to wait until week 2 to make sure I have it at level 8 because I needed one extra ticket. Like I said, when I said every ticket matters, into this case it was because I just needed to have one more ticket to make it level 8. And all of those was my major investment I made into this specific tour. Now it's time to talk about the strategies when you grind. There's 4 best items in the game: Boomerang, Coin Box, Lucky 7, Giant Banana. So this is where you need to spread out your time because some skills or some specials need more time than others. So the first major one where I think I should recommend you to doing when you grind is the Boomerang. So if you have a lot of investment into Boomerang, let's say like Volandams, Mars Samurai and other Boomerang drivers, you have to boombox. So what boombox means into a short term is you need to start around on the first box at 5th or 6th place. You need to trigger a Boomerang Frenzy. At the same time as a Boomerang Frenzy, into the first 1 to 4, there's need to have 1 or 2 coin boxer, which they're gonna get a box, just a regular box, and they're gonna spread out some coins. And when you have your Boomerang Frenzy, you will collect all those hits plus massive like 30 to 40 coins in front of you. So this is what we mean by boombox. This strategy is the best you can have in the game, but this may be the less fun to do because this one could take an hour, could take 2 hours, could take 3 hours. You don't even know how much time you're gonna spend to get the perfect boombox plus something else. So this is what I recommend here is you should try to do this strategy first or clear out your boombox first and not last, because if you're limited on times and you try to don't have the time for it, well, those will consume the most time than the others. After that, you have the coin box, Lucky 7, and Giant Banana. All of those take the less time and the most fun to do so. For me personally, I think like Lucky 7 and Giant Banana, it's very fast. You just need, like for Lucky 7, you just need to be in 7th place, get like 1 or 2, try to stall, and then you get your action count very up easily. It will require less time. So if you're if you want to go for the best strategies possible and you don't really like to do Boomerang, start it first and then after that you will be free with the rest. So this is all the strategy I have for you. Up next we have Badgeless. So this is a new addition to the Mario Kart Tour community. So Badgeless, what it means is normally when you play a track, so you see all 7 badges. But when you play like 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, at some point you will see the badge will be it will be removed at some point, and also you will have like 0 badge at the end. So this is what badgeless mean. Into another term, if you have badgeless, for me, I think personally, the coin frenzy appear more frequently. The bots are even like easier. Sometimes they're a little bit like rude, but basically they are very not aggressive at all. Also, when you have a coin box frenzy, you can really have those more frequently, and then you can actually like drive more safely, peacefully in first, and then you can collect the most action as possible, because at the end, the more action you will get, the better your score will be at the end. So into this edition, into the holiday tour, probably like 1 or 2 days after, or yeah, probably 1 or 2 days after I start the tour, I noticed we have found that if you go into a battle track and you just exit, just quit on the first, not even like playing the battle track, you just exit and quit, you will have, when you choose any tracks, the possibility to have badgeless except on the battle track. So this is very saving time, because what I talked earlier about the badgeless, where you need to replay and replay tracks, it can take like 20 minutes to get a lobby without any badges. So into this one, you just like for 10 seconds and you have badges on any track as you want. So this is the most efficient way, as right now as I record these videos, and it's still active when I record this video. So if you want a tracks where you want to have the best scores possible, go in battle modes, quit, get badgeless, and have fun and play any track as you want. So this is a very important step to doing your grind, and you will save massively a lot of time. The last step into the grind is managing your time. A big push for top 100s. Managing your time is really important. So if you plan on your day to have 1 or 2 boombox tracks to be done, and then if you feel you have any progress, make sure to just like complete some easy tracks to do. Where tracks where you can maybe get 200 action very easily, to at least get some scores into your sheet as much as possible. So this is very important to be able to manage your times and not just like stick around with one track for 3 hours and have 0 results. So make sure to spread out your time and have fun. So if you do too much of boomboxing, maybe try to mix it up with some coin box and lucky 7. Just like have a positive into your day and at least some progress. So yeah, make sure to manage, correct your time, and best of luck. Now we are into the chapter 4, which is all the tools I use. So in this chapter, I will present you all the tools which for me was really helpful in a way to achieve my own goal to be a top 100 players, but also that would be very helpful for you as well if you go for any top 10, top 100, or even top 1000. So make sure to check this chapter out. Starting with the first tool, which is my favorite one, the ACR sheet by DKR.exe. So this sheet is mainly for every single tour. It's a sheet where you can enter your entire loadout. So for each cup, you can select your drivers, kart, gliders. You can enter the actions you got, the frenzy sequence you got. It also will tell you how many action you need for specific specials to happen. So let's say like you play like DK Pass T, you can get like the optimal at 100% will tell you to get 260 actions, and they show you the gaps where you can maximize your track as possible. So that's a very cool tools for that. Also, they can show you the heat map. So the heat map is where to each track you can spread out to see like how many action is possible to do this one, and where you can score as much as possible into those specific track. So DK Pass is another example where this one, the heat map would be very high because the scoring into that one would be more relevant than a short one like Ghost Valley. Also, which is very cool into this spreadsheet is you can see by visual, because sometimes when you just see too much text, it's kind of fun to see which visual. So you have a slight section where you can see all your drivers by pictures, and all your score with a percentage of where you get your total score. So it's a very fun. I like this tool a lot. So if you're not familiar with the ACR sheet by the DKR, make sure to check out all the Discord, because we always have this one linked somewhere, and try to use it for your own ACR run. So that was everything about the DKR spreadsheet. Up next, we have the Ticket Optimizer by 8 Dude. So this one is a website where you just need to have already your full inventory by the Birmingham GURPS. Just need to have your updated sheets into that website, and with that you can just like enter all your tickets you have. So all your cap high ends, cap ticket, everything you have with your play level. And then what it would do, it would like manage your inventory to see like what is your next investment could be for the entire tour. So this is a very the best, like one of the best tools you can use, because this one will directly tell you what you need to invest in order to have the best coverage as possible into the entire tour. So into this one, I really use this one because that helped me a lot to figure out what I needed the most for my tour. And yeah, it's a very amazing tools where I think everybody should check out and see, because you will be surprised by maybe some of the items to level up and to help into your attempt for the top 100 or even top 1000 or even top 10. So check out the Ticket Optimizer and see by yourself like what you can play with it. So if you don't have an item specifically, you can just see what else the other option you can have into this. Up next, we have the Larry 98 MKT sheet. So this one is for more the people who like more to be like visual. So this one you can do so many things. Let's say like they have new items in the tour. So you have a new holidays or the Santa Me suit, and you want to wonder which track you have. So this sheet, you can actually type any drivers as you want. You can see the drivers and you can see all the tracks he cover, plus all the other skills that the driver have like overlap with this specific drivers, which is new. So this is one feature of this one. You can see exactly how many numbers per items to the specific tour you can use these items. So let's say like the Santa Me suit can be used 9 times into this tour. You can see how many times this item is also used by ranking, for ACR. So this sheet is very many options you can do, and it's very fun and beautiful for just visual. Like you can see many things about this one. So there's so many stuff you can see into this spreadsheet by Larry. So you can even see like all the buff. So let's say like you have a new tracks, and he show you like exactly who got buff into every single tour. So if you don't know about the Larry 98 MKT sheet, make sure to see it and see what it can do for your inventory. So this is a lot of information, can be very useful to know. And yeah, make sure to check out this wonderful sheet. Also, this Larry 98 MKT sheet can be found on any server, Discord, into the Mario Kart communities. Make sure to check it out. The last tool I want to present you is the Birmingham GURPS anti-left spreadsheet. So this one is a little bit more complex, but this one, what it does is when you enter every single gliders, karts, drivers you have in your own inventory, this spreadsheet is amazing. The amount of details, amount of like, there's a lot going on into this one. So pretty much what it does is when you fill out your own sheet, you can see like a ratio of, let's say like by points. So let's say you have all the tracks in the game, and let's say it would give you a little score by 80, 90, 108. So if you have like a score of 80, which means this track would be like more than above like very good. But if it's like very low, you can see your weaknesses. So this is very fun to see, because let's like into perhaps Snowland, you have a very big weaknesses. You can see what you can actually use multiple time to cover those tracks. So if you level up something, let's say like you Jolly Bell, you level up this one to a specific level, you can see how much cover it will give you overall. So that's what I really love about this sheet, is to see the number of tracks coverage you can get by just leveling one glider to a specific level. So this is the strong of this special of anti-lift sheet. See your weaknesses. And also they give you like other fact about, like, let's say a top 10 items. So you can see your top 10s of your own inventory, what it is, but also what a top 10 will give you. So let's say like you missing 8-bit bullet bill, for example. Well, this one can maybe give you 15 tracks or 16 tracks if you level up this one at level 6. So this is another way to see like what you're missing into your own coverage, and if you made it at certain level, that would give you a benefit of getting a lot of more track coverage and weaknesses. So this is a very cool sheet. So if you never see that one, it would be also into the Discord of the community. So make sure to check this sheet, because this one is very full detailed. But once you understand like your own weaknesses and your own strength into your account would do much better. So thank you everyone who have shared all those tools with the communities. And that's pretty much it for every single tools we have, which I did use for my top 100. So make sure to use those as well. Now we're into the last section of this video, which is the final. And the question would be, did Draco got his first top 100 badge? Let's check this out. Mushroom Legacy. Here we are into this result of the holiday tours. Did I got what I was going for on my birthday tour? The top 100 badges. We spent 44 hours on streams. We spent a lot of time, a lot of resource. That was fun. You guys supported me into this journey. Let's see together if we actually got top 100. Let's go. Look at this. And up we go. The very first top 100 for Mushroom Legacy after a year and 3 months, I would say, like a year, 3 months. I would say that my very first top 100 badge. I just cannot believe we're on that, already on that. I would just want to say like a big thank you for everyone. I still cannot believe with what we just saw. I got my very first top 100 badges. I'm very proud of myself. And yeah, so now let's time to see some story, because I have one little story, and this one is, it's an item which I really needed into this specific tour. But let's see what the destiny did for me. So let's check this out, the little story about the Cream Bee Dasher. Please send me all your luck. We need to find a card. It's very important. I'm gonna try to tell you the card, which is gonna be a blue and a white card. That's it. That's your thoughts. If I can find a blue and a white cards, we are winning the lottery today. That's what we need. And now we need to find an extra high-end tickets. That's what we need to go. Come on! Oh, already a bad side. Attempt number 1 failed. Come on. Come on, give me the card. Please, give me something to stream, you guys. Come on. I need it. Oh my god, there's... Where? Wow, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Where's the cards? That's not this one. I swear, this is not the star room. Where's the card? There's the penny thing. I have one more shot. I'm scared. No! No! Oh no! Wow. We cannot even do it today, guys. That was really a funny story because this is an item where, like I said, I needed very much for this specific story, which is giving me like a lot of coverage. And at the end, I was literally just sad. I didn't know what to do else because like imagine you just need one thing and you cannot have it into this tour and you needed to start the grind right away and I just cannot get it. So that's very like a very fun story because at the end it worked out more than expected. At the end I make other investment which I'm very more happy with it, and I would never regret any of what just happened. So I think for me just like a fun history or a fun bloopers about what Mario Kart Tour did to me and make something else better to invest into. So that was my little story about that one. So now we are into the what I learned from this experience about to be a top 100 players. So what I learned from this is first of all, I just cannot believe it myself. Starting with less than 50 drivers, I have a dreams to maybe one day to reach out top 1000 since I already did it. Made it to the top 100, which is still unbelievable to me. Having a lot of friends to just cheering on you into this journey, this is incredible. What I learned the most is probably like how to drive better with Lucky 7. And because I knew it how to drive a little bit with it, but I learned specific more about it. um but for me, like the journey about this is I learned just so much about using more the tools because some tools I never learned about. I never knew it about. How much preparation you actually need to have a top 100, even a top 1000, a top 10. It's a lot. The amount of hours I learned to spend a lot of hours into it. So that's something I also learned. Like it's a lot of time. It's no joke. Like I spent 44 hours on stream to just make this happening. And I know like a lot of more people spend more than that, probably double the amount of hours. And also the last thing I learned is to manage your tickets. Because yes, if you really want to get to top 10, 1000, whatever the badge you want, you can get it. You can actually, anything is possible. That's what I learned. Anything is possible if you truly believe in yourself, but you have to save. This is very important. You need to save tickets. I would never say that again. If you want to succeed, you want to get a badge, just save 20, 30 tickets and then go on a tour where you're going to enjoy it because this is the most what it need to be. It's have fun. I did it with my own drivers. I cannot be more proud of it. So I would like to thank everybody who just show up, who did believe in me. And yeah, that was success. But without my friends, without everybody believing into these communities, I would not be able to doing it. And this video, I would like just to say a big thanks and just giving you back what you guys give me as a support. And I hope you will enjoy this video. At the end, I would like to thank you all for watching this video. I hope you learned something today. If you did learn about something about today, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channels. And thank you so much for all to have watching this video. That was a pleasure. That was very fun for me to have done this video. And thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.